you guys. Be your friend, Daddy, and I know. I just wanted to do that. I don't know why. But anywho, we're going to get down to the fact that I'm going to start all over because, well, not all over, but they want you guys to know that you're in the in between. And life, Life, is for you guys to realize this is only a term, okay, for you guys to life. Listen to your intuition to further your experience. That is the reason for this term called life. Hence, they said term. This is only a midterm for you guys. All right. That's why you guys are in the in between, the higher. Excuse me, you guys. The higher realms and the lower realms, in between the heavens and the earth. Okay, you have not yet received your finals. If life is a midterm, then remember that final is death. Okay, and they had me do a lot of research on the breakdown of the word final. Okay, they told me look up fi. Okay, FI is an old English term, and the explanation usually is expressing contempt, disapproval, or indignation, and the slang version is poor quality. So you guys are at a poor quality in your midterms for slang term, okay? And then they said FI also in another area is also a person or instructor who's authorized to carry out flight instructions to ensure revalidation or renewal of any pilot's license or rating. Hence, renewal of Earth. All right, shall Earth be renewed? Are you guys even a midterm flight risk? Okay, so it's saying here, even in music, the word fi is of low quality. Okay, all right, such as low fidelity, low quality. All right, fi rating means that you guys are, yeah. Okay, so FI quality means that it's an instructor that's qualified to teach another on how to, So in other words, it qualifies them to teach how to fly. That's what it's supposed to be, for some. All right. Now, so they wanted me to also let you guys know the acronym for death, since death is the final. Okay. DEATH. D meaning a person who did. Everything. A, appointed. T, to. H, him or her. Okay. So a person who did everything appointed to him or her. Okay. DEATH. A person who did. Everything. A, appointed. T, to. H, him or her. I just want to clear that up. And what they're saying here, in your lifetime, okay, they told me to extract from time. Okay, time, time, things I must earn. What have you earned during this time? Have you earned this new earth? Is what they're asking. Okay, so FI, and because I knew I had to go to the science, more biological term, or because we're talking biologic here. So FI is a hybrid generation in biology, the first generation offspring produced by a set of parents. The FI in phi stands for filial. Okay, so in short, F1 means first filial. Okay, or first filial. Okay. All right. What that told me right here is, if you guys really look up the word, or look up first humans, okay? Not everything else that's pushing out here, but the first humans, okay? And you'll find out what that race really is, okay? And then they say the FI, and they wanted me to break the word final down, NA. So the NA and the now of final in final means sodium ions, or eons, if you will, okay, which is your nerves and impulses and fluids that are supposed to be balanced, okay. Okay, so it's a part of that balance, the impulses and the fluid balance and the nerves. Okay, so that's why a lot of you guys get nervous and get that anxiety. You don't know what you're connected to at that time. Sodium is a positively charged ion. So you come here already positively charged to pass the final. Okay, well, those hybrid generations of the first offspring generation, okay, were here for that positive charge. Now, okay, so NaL is a binary ionic compound composed of binary, beats in the body. So what I'm thinking is, well, that alludes me to binary beats. Like I told you guys, look at your pay stub. All right. You wonder what you're resonating off of, what frequency you're resonating off of. A lot of times, the reason the shimmy system, okay, the shmoney system is operating like that is so that you guys can operate at a low level of binary beats, okay. So your pay is going to be also in a first dimensional level of pay. You're not going to see a lot of stability pay out there when it goes up into those stable numbers 4 and more. Okay, so they are paying a lot of people with the binary level. So that's another area that I tapped into, and I told you guys in a previous video, but this I'm trying to break it down as much as I can. So eons of 2 different elements, one of which is a metal and the other non-metal. Now, for example, sodium iodine, NaL, is composed of sodium ions. Na, elemental sodium, is actually elemental sodium, is a metal, and it is conformation. An iodide eons, okay? Elemental iodine is a non-metal. So, elemental sodium is a metal and iodine eons. So elemental iodine is a non-metal, okay? And iodine now is and the other is non-metal, okay? So you guys have the non-metal here. These are 2 different ions, elements on which the metal and other non-metal example. So sodium iodine is that one that's composed of sodium iodine. That is the metal. But the non-metal element is the iodine eons. I hope I didn't confuse anybody because I got confused. But nevertheless, like I told you, they say they laugh about the heavy metal band because the heavy metal is something that could never occur inside one's body regions ever, in a human body's region ever. They say that name of that name for a group really cracked them up there. Okay, so what I see, hence we have, okay, so this is what was given to my energy. Hence when you hear non-metal and metal in the body, that is the body have the non-metal and metal. It just took me to a place of deoxygenated blood and oxygenated blood. And then the question is, do you know why we have deoxygenated blood? Okay. Do you know why? Okay. Very important today. Well, my take on that is, like we always talk about the 144 and things of that nature. I'm looking at, it's our story as well, where we come from, where we've been, and where we're going. Okay, where we're going, we may need to use this deoxygenated blood, all right, to exist in a higher realm of the new earth. Okay, now that is what I know further. Okay, now I don't know, something told me to do this here. I don't know why. Okay, I'm gonna pull a card to end. That was 1001 when I said I'm gonna pull a card, and it keeps alluding to the 2nd house here. Your assets, finances, and the things you value. Oh yeah, okay. I cannot make this up. So a lot of you guys, you attach to things here. So that's another thing. Like I said, that shmoney system is what's really messing you guys up. The second house, the second part of the day, you know what I'm saying? That is a big thing. Even though, that is your value. They somehow want you guys to recoil your value, rethink your values here. The energy is to communicate, okay? And without being mischievous, you know what I'm saying? However, stimulate and exchange possibility is what I'm seeing here, okay? Because that all of that goes to Mother Earth. This is how we can come together, because it's showing when everything worked together is like the 2 here, and it did say second house, so the 2. So a lot of the 2 is giving me the 11, which I meant to tell you guys that this message came from the higher realm, which is number 11. Okay, so let me finish that. I'm so sorry I did not. So what they wanted me to do is break down the word term, okay? Because remember I said hence the word term, midterm, okay? And what they did was they had me numerize each letter. So the T is 20, the 5 is E, okay? The R is 18, and the M is 13, right? So what that tells me is, you guys know I always say 20 is the Most High's favorite number, okay? And that 5 is positive change on every dimensional level. So God is bringing positive change on every dimensional level. That 1 in front of that 18 is a new beginning of abundance. And that abundance is that 8, because that 8 is designed with a 0 at the top and a 0 at the bottom, because that's the Most High's way of saying, so as it's done above, it shall be done down below. Don't you know? All right? So a lot of you guys have this is about completing the spiritual cycle and completing the physical cycle with that number 8 of abundance and a whole new beginning of abundance, okay? But however, the M is 13, all right? Did we not say 13 and 9 gods? The 13 above and the below is the 9. Well, they're talking about the above. And you know how they clarified that with the 13 to let me know that they were talking about the 13 gods above, okay, that's given this message here, okay? Well, the reason they did that is because they said add all of these up. 20 plus 5 plus 18 plus 13 equals 56. All right, positive change, knowing that you will persevere. However, that equals number 11. And you remember I tell you guys, so this is a second new beginning, 1-1, as we seen on this and this. This is your second new beginning, okay? They're talking big talk, all right? And what they're saying from the number 11 is you're from a higher realm. Those who I'm speaking to with the ears ring, you're from a higher realm. You're only here in physical form to conclude your spiritual mission. So those who know they are part of this, I am your Earth ambassador right now. Listening to your intuition is this part of life. All right? And don't go against it, because a young lady, a sweet, dear young lady that I know, she told me she went against her intuition and really got into an accident. All right? The next thing is Mother Earth, okay? And the next thing is about the fire, okay? And the next thing is about the justice, okay? All right? That's how they putting it in order here. And that's deep, like it's coming, okay? So after we bring these things together, it's talking about planting the new seeds of the new earth. Okay, sorry about that, you guys. Planting the seeds of the new earth. After you realize that these finances and this money is not going with you guys anywhere, and it must go anyway, and you learn why you're here. The higher realms is speaking so clear. You learn the communication of the higher realms, the ear ringing, the signs, the synchronicities. Then you can then learn the new earth. And it's a great deal of being humble here, okay? And planting seeds and not discriminating and being very diligent, okay? This is what this is talking about here, all right? Because, you guys already know what it could destroy, is the fire, okay? The fire, the Aries energy, the energy around it can be a significance. I love you guys, all right? 1.